Hi and welcome back. And in today's episode, I'm just going to do a few jobs that I've been meaning to catch up on. Currently, I'm sort of halfway through making a new fuel tank, but I'm waiting on some bits for that. And there's a load of other jobs I need to really make a start on because it's not just about the engine, the injection. It's actually about correcting some things on the Cortina that I've wanted to sort out for a while now. So let's just get into it. So there's a few holes to fill on both sides, probably some at the back as well. Well, there's definitely two that I can see. But before I do that, I've already taken the loom off, as you can see, but I want to try and get some of this other stuff out because I need the access and I don't really want to cover my new injection bits in, well, filth really. As you can see, it's quite a bit of filler there, which was my doing. Anyway. Get those out of the way, get the loom out of the way, which I've done mostly. I can then start welding some of these up. So let's get started by marking out this area. I'm going to use some card, just get a rough idea of where the swage lines are. Just by rubbing on the card should give it enough of an indent. Then it's straight to cutting that out, and hopefully this should give me the right size template for the steel that I'll need to cut soon. Fortunately, I've got an offcut from the fuel tank which will work perfectly for this. So I'll just get it marked out and then cut out. It's so much easier when it's done it fast forward. Now this is the really sketchy bit, so I've got to actually cut the inner wing out, and I am absolutely bricking it doing this. It was fun, but not at the same time. Although it makes it look quite easy here. Now, if you're enjoying this, please give me a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe because I really appreciate everybody who goes out of the way to do that for me. Now to make up that panel, I had to modify it a few times just to get the fitment right, but I think I just about sorted it without dropping it through the hole. And I'll put in a few tacks just to be sure that I'm happy with how it's going to fit. Now it's taken a while because what I'm going to do is just run a few tacks down and then walk away, let it cool, because what you can end up doing is if you put too much heat into a repair piece like this, it's just going to distort, and then I'm back into a position where I was in before, where you end up with a really dodgy looking panel. I'm just using the hammer to get the edges so they're a bit more even. It's a lot easier once you've actually got some welds in there. And whilst that panel's cooling, I'll make a start on filling some of these holes in, because I'm not going to be using the loom mounts that were originally drilled out there. Finally go over it with the flat disc, take as much of this weld down as I dare, although actually they are flattening out quite nicely. It just takes a while, you just got to be careful, and eventually it'll look like this. And I think I could probably go a little bit more, but for now I'm just going to walk away and have a start on the other side. which is really just a case of filling in the old wiring loom holes, and it's gone much easier than the driver's side. And as a final finish, I'll just throw some primer on. It'll just stop any flash rusting. Hopefully I won't have any problems with that, but I think I'm going to bare metal this, but I've got some other ideas. So next up, I need to make a new horn bracket, because a few months ago I cut these off for where the ITBs were. So they used to sit here, but I need to try and figure out where they're going to go. I think I am going to put them underneath, but I'll figure that one out soon enough. But first off, I just need to make a new bracket and we'll go from there. So it's a quick job of measuring out where I want the folds. I get straight on with the cutting out of it. The sheet metal folder has really made this job easier, and you get a crisper finish. The difficulty of bending it back though is just keeping that same level of crispness, but with a piece of wood and the hammer it's quite easy. It just takes a bit of practice. Originally there would have been nuts welded to the back of the old bracket. What I'm going to do is drill it out and just put riv nuts in, because they're a lot simpler. Quick test fit and put some plug welds in, and it's straight onto the welding, which is getting a bit smoky up top. Now that's all sorted, I'm really happy that the holes are filled. I didn't really want to cut out that big panel, but it just looked a bit shit. So it made sense to cut out a bigger piece, make it properly flat, and go again. I think, looking at the way I've done the engine bay in the past, I'm tempted to take it back to bare metal anyway, because I've had paint reactions and things. So the engine bay will go back to bare metal. I am going to tidy up the welds a bit more, but I think I might do some lead loading on this. I noticed on one of the bonnet mount brackets that there's been a crack on the filler, and I think that's because there's a bit of movement, which you wouldn't get that with lead loading as opposed to the primer I've used. So that's kind of it. Just a bit of a quick one, because I am turning 40 on Saturday, and we're going away for the weekend. Going to go see some hot rods at Pendine on the sand, so we'll have some of that soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Want to just keep it easy, and I'll see you soon. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.